Hi everyone, this is Brenny Coomer. I'm the coordinator of instructional tech here in BCSC if we haven't met before, and I have some exciting news to share about It's Learning 2020-21 courses. All of the courses will be available soon. We are doing something new this year, and new meaning that we're adding some content to your courses when we create them already so that you don't have to do a ton of copying over some resources that you regularly use. They're already going to be there for you. So what we're going to be doing for our new courses is creating them off of a template on It's Learning, which is basically just when we make the new course, it already has some key elements included in it to make things easier for you. This came out of requests of teachers through some committees that we had, through conversations with principals and with families and students, and even looking at what other It's Learning users around the country and at the world do. So I'm just going to show you a quick walkthrough here of what some of those elements in your courses are going to look like. And just before I dive into that, I do want to say that with these elements that are going to be in your new courses, you can edit them, personalize them, customize them, do whatever you want to do to them. They're yours. You can add your own videos, your own welcome bits to it, the resources that you already like to use. You can still do all of that. We're just putting some things in your course for you already at the start of the year, and you are welcome to use those as you may and use this as a way for structuring your course and making it organized and basically just adding some points there for you so that you have a little bit of help and guidance so that you're not starting from scratch. But again, you can personalize it, make it whatever you want. So the first one I'm going to show you, this one is a little bit more geared towards elementary teachers because it has some elementary curriculum links. The secondary one that I'll show you has everything the same as elementary, just doesn't have the Wonders and Go Math link that all elementary teachers use because that would be relevant for secondary teachers. So here is the example of the elementary template. And what this is it's set up to where the course automatically takes you to the start page. Why? Because a lot of our elementary teachers have been using a page on It's Learning to start their course rather than the overview page. Again, if you want to change that, if you like to use a different format, you still can do that through settings, but this is the way it's going to be set up at the start of the year. And there's just some content in here that you can add it and change and edit, not add it. You could put a little welcome video here and link to your lesson for the day. And then the pieces that are already added are some information on how to get tech help, the student guide there on how to navigate your course and to get information there. And then links to current and past lessons. So you could add the content there so that if a student is needing to figure out and visit a past folder of work, if they fell behind, they can still access that. I click resources. The other content that's going to be in your template is just a format here to use for daily lessons. If you want to put things there, you don't have to, but it's there. Curriculum resources will already be loaded into your course for you. So that page that virtually all of you copied into your courses last year, it is now there for you, and you can add your own content blocks if you like. This other lesson page, call it whatever you like, just basically has a way for you to write your content there, and then has some of the most common lesson links and things there. And then the last thing that's added here is It's Learning tips for students. So something that came out of our past 9 weeks during e-learning is that a lot of our students needed help on how to use some of the tools on It's Learning. So we put together lots of them and put those here in your courses. They're all videos in Google Slides, so the student can click them and open them up in a bigger window. And they're all in English and in Spanish. And if you have a suggestion for other content you want included, please let us know. So that is an example of the elementary resource and the things that are going to be in that course template. If you like to use the planner on It's Learning, there are some changes with that we are giving you with this course template. And the change is that we're giving you a couple of customized columns here. So if you like to use the planner, basically there's just some set columns of things to remember to include whenever you put things on It's Learning. Your goal and instructions, standards, you can link them, resources and activities, and then teacher notes. So any deadlines or assignments that your students might need to be aware of. So that is the elementary example. The secondary one for our middle school and high schools, like I said, is very similar to the elementary. The difference is just that it doesn't start with a page because we have a greater number of teachers at the secondary level who use the planner. You can still set up a page as your landing page when students get to your course if you would like. Definitely can still do that, but we didn't toggle with that here because a lot of our teachers are still using planners at the secondary. So the things that are here for our secondary teachers, the same as what the elementary page was that I just showed you. A little lesson resource page here that has video where you can add that if you would like, a start button if you would like that, and link that start button to your course lesson for the day, for the week, or for however you like to structure that. Current and past lessons linked there. A little tutorial here for students on how to message the teacher on It's Learning, and you could update that with your own contact information too. A sample way for structuring your lessons as well. And again, this is all set up to where you kind of plug in your own info and edit from there. And then the planner is set up the same as the last one I just showed, where there's set columns here. If you like to use the planner, it is set up that way. And then the last thing here is just some It's Learning tips for students. If you wanted to be using those, again, a lot of our teachers had reached out and said they needed some guides to share with students. These are here for you so you don't have to make your own every single time. You can borrow, and they are in multiple languages. So those are the templates that will be used to make your courses for this year. Again, you can add your own content whenever you like. These are just here as helpful resources if you want them. You can edit them, change them, do whatever you may. We will have an ETA on when those courses will be made soon. It's Learning is doing a little bit of work on the back end right now to make sure that all of the content that I just showed you gets copied correctly, and they will be there soon. So if you have questions, please let us know. And thank you for being patient and sticking through this video with me. And I'm excited to have these courses up and rolling with you. And I hope to see you in It's Learning training soon.